Good evening, everyone. With immense pride and great enthusiasm, I welcome you all to the AICT Training and Learning Faculty Development Program on the theme Developing Future Ready Educators for the National Education Policy 2020 Vision, organized by the School of Business, Department of Business Administration, BET Institute of Arts and Science College, sponsored by AICT, New Delhi, under the Atal Academy Initiative. Myself, Dr. Rex Kalaimani, Assistant Professor, Department of Business Administration, Coordinator of the same. It's my immense pleasure to share the program highlights and objectives behind this meaningful initiative. This is a 6-day online faculty development program, 6th to 11th October 2025, sponsored by AICT, New Delhi, under the Atal Academy. Over the next 6 days, we will explore the NEP 2020 landscape, multidisciplinary and holistic education, and many practical approaches to make our teaching future ready. This FTP aims to empower educators to effectively integrate digital tools and blended learning methods to create more engaging, flexible, and impactful educational experience to the faculties. This program provides a platform for knowledge exchange, reflections, and collaborative learning to enhance teaching practices aligned with national educational reforms. Every event attains its true purpose when it begins with a heartful welcome. On behalf of the Department of Business Administration, it's my privilege to welcome you all to today's inaugural ceremony. Distinguished guests, esteemed faculty, and my dear participants. It's my privilege to extend a warm welcome to our esteemed guests and dignitaries who have joined us for the 6-day online AICT Training and Learning Faculty Development Program on Developing Future Ready Educators for the NEP 2020 Vision. We are honored to have with us Thiru S.T. Chandrasekhar, Secretary Sir, whose vision and leadership inspire us to strive for excellence. Our expected trustee, Thiru C. Subramaniam Sir, whose support and guidance are invaluable to our institutions. Our esteemed principal, Dr. V.P. Nalaswamy Sir, who has been a pillar of strength and wisdom in our academic endeavors. Dr. S. Lokesh Kumar Sir, Dean, Administration and Students Affairs, whose expertise and dedication to students' welfare are truly commendable. Dr. M. Palniswamy Sir, Dean, Research, who fosters a culture of innovation and research excellence. Dr. P. Nalini Ma'am, Dean, the School of Business, who leads our school with passion and commitment to academic excellence. We are privileged to have our esteemed resource persons of today's sessions and hearty welcome to our respected faculty members, organizing committees, and all the participants joining us from various institutions. Your enthusiastic participation truly brings life to this faculty development program. Once again, on behalf of BET Institute of Arts and Science College, I extend a warm welcome to one and all. Let's move this FTP, a fruitful and memorable learning experience together. Before we begin the program, let me briefly introduce our institution. VET Institute of Arts and Science College is committed to providing quality education and fostering innovation in various fields. VET Institute of Arts and Science College, the youngest member of the Vellalar family, is an intellectual community that nurtures students' learning, fosters faculty research, and creative activity that provides service to the larger community. The institution's emphasis on collaborative learning, individual intellectual development, and respect for diverse points of view, preparing students to become critical thinkers, strong communicators, and ethical leaders with a truly global perspective. Our School of Business, Department of Business Administration, is proud to organize this program. It's my great honor to introduce the guiding force of our institution, a dynamic leader, visionary academician, and a strong pillar of support of all our initiatives, Dr. V.P. Nalaswamy Sir, Principal, VET Institute of Arts and Science College, Erode. Now I invite our Principal Sir to deliver the inaugural address.
Very pleasant evening to all the dignitaries, resource persons, respected participants, and my dear faculty colleagues. It gives me an immense pride and joy to welcome you all to the inauguration of this Atal Faculty Development Program on Developing Future Ready Educators for the NEP 2020 Vision. On behalf of VET Institute of Arts and Science College, Erode, I extend a warm welcome to our distinguished experts, delegates, and participants from various institutions who have joined us for this academic journey. At the outset, I wish to express heartfelt gratitude to all India Council for Technical Education and the Atal Academy for giving this wonderful opportunity to host such a meaningful program that empowers teachers to lead educational transformation. The National Education Policy 2020 is a comprehensive framework introduced by our government of India to guide the development of education in the country, from school to higher education. It aims to make India a global knowledge superpower by transforming the educational structure, curriculum, and the teaching learning process. It is need of the day because the education today is at a historic crossroads. The landscape of education is changing nowadays in the globally. The world we a live in shaped by AI, digital connectivity, and global collaboration, and a lifelong learning. In this new era, knowledge is no longer confined to textbooks or classrooms. It flows freely across platforms, devices, and cultures. Yes, the National Education Policy 2020 reorganized this landscape educational policy so far we have followed, and they are trying to make the system that is flexible and multidisciplinary, skill oriented, and technology enabled. It envisions an educational ecosystem that nurtures creativity, critical thinking, and holistic development. In this evolving context, the teacher's role is more crucial than ever. We are not only disseminates of knowledge, but also designer of learning experiences, mentors of innovations, and architects of human potential. Hence, the term future ready educator is both a responsibility and a promise to our teaching fraternity. And we come to the question, who is the future ready educator? And the ready educator is one who understands the changing needs of learners and adapts the teaching methodology and diversified learning styles. And the faculty who are ready to integrate digital tools, blended learning methods, flipped classroom models, and experiential pedagogies. And they focuses on skills, values, and competencies with empathy. And their primary responsibility is they have to promote curiosity, creativity, and lifelong learning because change is permanent. Everyone we knows and we usually teaches everywhere. And the future ready educator should reflect on one's own teaching through the feedback, research, and innovation. So, being a future ready does not mean knowing every new technology. It means open minded to learn everything, to evolve, and to lead the change with vision and empathy. And how we are going to connect the NEP 2020 vision? The NEP 2020 sets forth an ambitious vision to transform India into a global knowledge superpower. As we know, we had a lot of universities in the thousands years back, like Nalanda and many universities. We provided a knowledge to the entire world community. Likewise, our country has a lot of languages that has thousands of years of history. And this NEP 2020 sets goals to everyone to promote our educational and to a international standard and far beyond that. And it should focus the access of education to everyone and improving the equity and quality, affordability, and accountability. And the policy is speaking about the multidisciplinarity and holistic education and flexible curricular structures that needs to the changing world and integration of the technology in this AI arena and continuous professional development to bring out the human potential. And it is ready to place the educators at the very center in this reform. That is a primary task because we are the change makers. We means the teacher. We, the teachers, are the change makers. Just imagine the expert scientists and the top people in any particular domain. They have created by a best teachers. So we have that responsibility in our shoulders, and we must build the capacity for outcome based education, and we must understand the 21st century skills that is changing very dynamically day to day, and the collaboration we have to create with the industry and the communication along with the creativity that connects the common man with the educationalist. And we must apply the digital tools effectively for not only teaching and learning, for the assessment too, because many AI based assessment tools are now readily available to assess the human learnings and their skills. Then we have to uphold the ethics and human values that form the soul of education. In this AI world, many people are saying that these things are disconnected, but the AI tools may save you a hours to a day in your daily work. You have to take that time to connect with people with more human centric approach. And this is the main reason behind all the scientific technologies that were invented to reduce our time and each and every works we are going to spend. We have to take that saved time to spend with humans, to nurture the humanity among all the peoples. And how we are going to adapt the technology and pedagogy, that makes a big sense, and they are the partners in the academic progress. The technology is the main partner. Okay, the technology has become a backbone of modern education, everyone knows. Those days we struggled to what is it, spend a lot of time to visualize something in the students' minds. But nowadays, all the modern education tools are helping us to make understand the students to uh, understand the particular concept in a very easier manner and fast way. And a lot of learning management system are available, and virtual labs with the help of AI driven analytics, then digital tools have redefined the teaching learning continuum. Next, we see what are the things we have to remember in this AI world. No technology can substitute for the teacher. It is a partner. That is the thing we have to understand. That it may be a partner in the pedagogy or any kind of things that supporting us in reaching the students. The future ready educator leverages the technology to personalize learning experiences, and they have to encourage the learning process through their inquiry on their own pedagogy or teaching methods, and they have to collaborate faster with the industry because they are the people who are ready to buy the products produced by us. So industry is ready to get a good product. So we have to think, are we ready to produce the good product? That is a main and important question we have to think in this scenario. And this FDP may explore you into diversified themes like integrating digital technologies, curriculum innovations, assessment reforms, mentoring, and lifelong learning. That is an important scenario, and we always match with the change is the dynamic one. And if you see everywhere, some kind of questions is there. How did my students learn today? Are we assessing that? That is very, very essential. We have to check their learnings, and we have to connect their learnings with more industry oriented practical experiences and real time experiences on the knowledge you have gained or we have gained through our experiences. And we have to build an excellent institutional ecosystem, because the future ready educators must develop the institutional readiness. Colleges and universities must create ecosystems that encourages experimentation, collaboration and lifelong learning. And we have to provide access to the digital infrastructure and e-learning platforms, so the students can learn from anywhere they are, 24 into 7. And they recognize and reward, they must be recognized with the reward, and the teaching innovations must foster their needs and their curiosity. And we have to facilitate interdisciplinary research and industry linkages, because now electronics working with mechanical, and both the things are working for a human, right? So everything is interconnected in this IoT world. So we have to create interest, and we have to promote and facilitate the multidisciplinary research. Okay. And VET Institute of Arts and Science takes pride in being part of this and transformative journey. We have consistently invested in digital learning spaces, capacity building workshops, and research initiatives that empower both teachers and the learning minds. And what are the challenges we have to focus that in the near future? You see, every transformation comes with the challenges that we can't avoid. Resistance to change may be there, or the digital divide may be there, or some people may lack of some resources, that may be a digital resources or internet connectivity or any kind of digital platforms. And the pressure of balancing research, teaching and administrative responsibilities of the teachers has been increasing day by day. So by using our intellectual mind, we have to find the best way to do our works easier, and we have to use the technology as a partner to our works. And you always remember, challenges are the crucible part of our growth. We have to make the challenges to opportunities, opportunities to ladder to our success. And with this clear vision and collaborative spread, continuous learning, we can overcome all the challenges we are going to face in the academic field now. And we have to build a resilient academic community aligned with nation's aspirations and the world needs. So each and every educator must become a nation builder, and the education is the most powerful instrument or tool of social and economic change. So we know that strongly. So we are the creator of the next generation. So when we empower as a teacher, we empower generations. Remember, when we empower a teacher, we empower the generations of our nation and the world. The future ready educator is not just a professional, he or she is a nation builder, shaping the intellect and values of tomorrow's citizens. The NEP is not merely a policy document, it is a national movement to reimagine Indians' education in a new vision. Let us the torch bearers of that movement, and we adopt that new change, and we have to continuously travel towards the dynamic changes and as per the requirement of the new changes by the industry and the entire world. And as we inaugurate this faculty development program, let us embark a collective commitment to learn with passion, to teach with purpose, and to serve with humanity. Okay, let us envision classrooms that digitally empowered yet deeply human. curriculum that are innovative yet value driven, and teachers who are future ready yet rooted in ethics and empathy. The journey towards the NEP 2020 vision begins with us. And with the closing set, I would like to recall the words of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, our former president, who was built by his teachers. His quote says, "Teachers are the backbone of any country. Teachers are the backbone of any country. The quality of education depends on the quality of teachers." So it's the duty of us to frame a quality of education that creates the quality in the Indian citizens. And may this FDP light new sparks of knowledge and confidence in each of us. May it help us redefine what it means to be an educator in a fast changing world. And we, through our collective effort, contribute to building an India that is enlightened, empowered, and future ready. Thank you all for your presence, your energy, and your dedication. I wish this program grand success and each of you truly enriching learning experience in this FDP. Thank you all. Jai Hind. Have a nice evening. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring words and support. Your message has truly set the right tone for this program. Now I invite Dr. P. Nalini Ma'am, Dean, the School of Business, a leader with illuminating ideas to felicitate the gathering. Over to you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Kalai. Am I audible? Kalai, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
You
ma'am,
are
you're
audible.
audible.
Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am. Yes.
So, good evening. I'm really very happy to see around 300 to 60 participants very active in the evening. So, with that note, I would like to start and felicitate the FDP, which is sponsored by Atal. So, this FDP is on developing the future-ready educators for the NEP 2020. I think last few years we were only talking about the importance of NEP. Now, as a faculty, all of us are ready and we are gearing up to really implement NEP in all of our institutions. We at VET IAS are very, very visionary towards that. We are already into the process of NEP implementation in our campuses in different forms. And we would like to take up this to the other institutions. That was the prime idea about the whole FTP. I would like to take a note here, the patron, the principal, the dean, the directors, the department and school of management, who really initiated this process and visioned this great idea. All the sessions are being curated with such detail, where we talk about the curriculum design, we talk about the assessments, we talk about the technology integration in the NEP. We also talk about the industry collaborations. So when any institute want to implement NEP in their campuses, how you can integrate all of this together to the next step of visioning NEP in your campuses. So I would congratulate the whole team from VGIS part, and we really thank all the participants who joined us today and who's going to continue with us for the next 1 week. I really hope you'll have a great session. So be a very active participants. We know it's a late evening sessions, but still I believe all of that content will add a lot of value to your learning process. With that note, I wish the team a grand success. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. The participants are requested to wait for a moment. The session will begin shortly. Moving forward, we are all set begin to our first technical session of this FTP. The topic is Understanding the NEP 2020 Landscape. Now I warmly invite Dr. K.P. Balraj sir, Associate Professor, Department of Business Administration, to introduce our distinguished resource person for today's session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. S. Kalevani. It's indeed a great privilege to introduce our eminent resource person for today's chief guest, Dr. G. Rajesh, a distinguished academician, a researcher, and economist with a rich blended teaching and research and administrative experience. Dr. Rajesh is currently serving as an assistant professor in the PG and Research Department of Economics at National College Aided Wing, Tiruchirappalli. He has previously served in the Department of Business Administration in the same institution, as well as he has worked at Mahendra Arts and Science College Autonomous, Alagappa University, Karaikudi, he holds multiple postgraduate degrees MA, MPhil, MBA, MCOM, and PhD. He has been recipient of the prestigious ICSSR Doctoral Fellowship Award during his research at Bharatidasan University. His research in rural development, poverty eradication, microfinance, and public policy economics. Dr. Rajesh has organized several national seminars sponsored by ICSSR, TANSKI, CSIR, and other initiatives. And he also completed a minor research project under National College Institution. He has published over 25 research papers in Scopus, UGC CARE, and peer-reviewed journals. He has contributed book chapters and authored 5 books, including Economics Impact of Rural Poverty Eradication programs in Tamil Nadu. And also, he has introduced a new book in name of Capital Market. An active participation in more than 25 national and international conferences, Dr. Rajesh has also delivered numerous invited guest lectures, topics related to methodology, statistical analysis, poverty eradication, economic development, SPSS, and also and so forth. So he is a proud recipient of Learnathon Award of Research in the year 2014 and 15, and it has also NCC B grade and C grade certificate holder, a great and also a grade reflection of his discipline of leadership. So Dr. Rajesh has consistently demonstrated excellence in his teaching, researcher, and mentor, and inspiring students and fellow academics alike. So we are delighted to have him with us today, our resource person, for the first session of Adult Faculty Development Program organized by Department of Business Administration, VET Institute of Arts and Science. Let us extend a warm welcome to Dr. Rajesh and welcome forward to his insightful, enriching deliberation. Welcome you, sir.
Thank
Thank you,
you, Dr.
Balraj sir.
Rajesh, sir, for the wonderful introduction. Now I wholeheartedly welcome Dr. G. Rajesh, sir, to start his very insightful session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Kalevani ma'am, and thank you, Balraj sir. Can you hear my voice?
Yes, sir, you was audible.
Oh, yes. Thank you for reply. If you don't mind, last 10 minutes I gave admit for people. So can you change that mode because uh, I think this is a disturbance for session timing during session time.
No issue, sir. We will manage. You can do.
Mm. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, let us start, sir. May I start? Mm. Okay.
Please.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, warm welcome to all distinguished participants, faculty members, and esteemed organizers joining this evening for AICT sponsored 6-day online faculty development program on the developing future ready education for NEP 2020 vision. At the outset, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the School of Business, Department of Business Administration, VET Institute of Arts and Science College for organizing this wonderful academic event, for inviting me a part of a resource person. It is indeed a pleasure to address such as an enthusiastic academic committee to transfer education with the vision of National Education Policy 2020. This policy refers to the blood sent towards the create an education system to holistic and flexibility, multidisciplinary, and other way of 21st centuries. And before we being in once again, I thank the organizing for this opportunity and I extend my warm gratitude to Dr. VP Alaswamy, Principal of a great institution, and Dr. Palaniswamy, Research Director, um, a main pillar of this FDP, convener of Lokesh Kumar and Kalaibani ma'am. Finally, the participants. I hope today's session will be insightful and interesting for the session. Sir, can you share my PPT, sir?
Yes,
Balraj,
sir.
sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can share your PPT now.
In myself. Okay,
Sir,
okay.
yes.
Just a minute. Thank you, Balraj, sir, for sharing PPT. I think here some technical issue. So once again, I thank Balraj, sir, 2 months before, I think 2.5 months before he made a call for me. Sir, we awarded in grants for funding. So that's why I congratulate him because funding receiving concept is not easy that. Okay. Everyone, anyone can conducting programs like a seminar, conference, and workshops like FDP, whatever. But the funding grant is more important. That is not an easy job. First, you search the funding, and you just preparing proposal. That proposal is suitable proposal for funding agency, and they are screening your proposal, and finally they are conducting interview. It's a lot of process are there. So I once again and congratulate organizing team for and, granting the funding programs. So first, already introducing myself, and directly we go to the program. Sir, next slide, sir, please. What is NEP 2020? So new education policy 2020 was approved by Union Cabinet on 29th July 2020. It aims to transfer and modernization India's education system to meet the need of 21st century. So already we know the new education policy not implemented here not only. The first new education policy implemented 1968 and Indira Gandhi period. Sir, can you go to the next slide? Balraj sir, next slide, please. Hmm, thank you. The first education policy is a 1968. This is the Indira Gandhi time period. They implemented in the first education policy. After the second education policy implemented 1986. This is the Rajiv Gandhi time period. Later than revised education policy 1992. It is a Narasimha Rao time period. Okay. So after long period in our Narendra Modi they are insist 2015, and after that 2017 is committee formed, and then finally we got a 2020 is a new education policy. That the new education policy aims 2040 again we are reaching in holistic development in 100 percentage of school education grass enrollment and 50 percentage of college education grass enrollment in 50 percentage. But some of the people they think a new education policy comes, it's a biased thing. Some of the people they said that it is new education policy is such a wonderful thing. So we first understand about what is new education policy. After that we can speak. Say, for example, I'll start a small story. Say, one sweeper man, he is cleaning for a flight. Okay, so that time he going to clean in carpet that pilot sheet and other materials are he going to clean. Suddenly he got a one book. That book is how to ride flight. So he turn the next page. First you start that red button. So he started the red button, and next step, you just pull in the lever, in the right side lever. So again, the sweeper band, he pulled in that lever. Slowly flight moving. And again, if you are pulling, automatically flight will take off. So he happy to again and again pulled in, and flight also taken off. Again, he getting 2 or 3 rounds, and he think, okay, now we are going to get down the airport. So he tried to land. So he just turned in the next page. The book says how to get land in chapter 2 book. He got that time he didn't have chapter 2. What happened? I think you are all well known. Okay, so எந்த ஒரு விஷயத்தையும் ஏன்னா we can't learn in half of the thing. ஓகே, ஸோ எந்த ஒரு பாலிசியா இருக்கட்டும், எந்த ஒரு திங்கா இருக்கட்டும், அறகுறையா தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டு நம்ம இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்ணக்கூடாதுங்கிறது தான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் திங். ஸோ தட்ஸ் வை ஐ சேயிங் நியூ எஜுகேஷன் பாலிசி ஃபர்ஸ்ட் we learn in thoroughly. After that we give our suggestions and other things. Okay, sir, next slide. So the new education policy 2020, it's we are following in the out of the SGT goal. Out of 17 we followed in fourth goal. Okay, the new education policies like SDG, it's a United Nation organization. மூலியமா வந்ததுல we are choosing in a fourth goal. That SGT fourth goal is uh, it is very inspiring for us. So next slide, please. All right, sir. Next slide. NEP 2020. It is the fourth goal, quality education. That quality education, the HGT, they are saying to ensure inclusive and equal and quality education, equitable and quality education, which means ensure inclusive. Inclusive mean all the peoples, including okay, in our school education says we are going to achieve in 100% of gross enrollment. That is called inclusive and equitable and quality education. So equitable and quality education, which means education is all are equal. Okay, Right to Education Act. We in our India we have a Right to Education Act. So all are equal and getting quality education for all the people's getting quality education, and they are saying for promoting lifelong learning and opportunity. So this is the goal of encouraging for us new education policy 2020. So the next slide. Well, sir. Okay, background information about our new education policy. The new education policy chairman of Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan. He is an eminent Indian space scientist and addresses of his Padma Vibhushan Award. His committee submitted the draft policy in May 2019 and a NEP formed in 2020. So his committee mainly goal and objectives of sustainable development. Every student wants to show the talent for the right time and right place. So the students wants to remove the shy and other things. For example, they are saying the committee says on example sometimes on a speaker or one scientist. Okay, the scientist pointed out one sheep. The scientist pointed out one sheep for the speaking sheep. Why I say the story? The students wants to show that talents in right time at the right place. Nowadays, the students they have a talent, but they can't show them because they have some fear and they are afraid that crowd and whatever. So he explained some story like how to avoid that. So the scientist find it out one shape, for example, one shape, it's an imaginary concept. Okay, that shape can speak, can dance, and other things. So he wants to surprise his wife. So at that day night, he get his sheep and mingled his in a backside of house in other type of sheep. So he told them, his wife to, tomorrow morning I need non-veg food, he said. And he went his lab. And again he came back tomorrow morning. He got a wonderful non-veg food. What happened? I think நீங்க the ஸ்டோரியை இது பண்ணலன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஒரு scientist, he found out one sheep, and the sheep can speak, and that sheep can dance, the talented sheep. Okay, so and he wants to surprise his wife. ஸோ வீட்டுக்கு எடுத்துட்டு போயிட்டு பேக் சைடில் அதர் ஷீப்போட அவர் மிங்கிள் பண்ணிட்டு, அண்ட் ஹீ கேம் பேக் டு ஹிஸ் ஒய்ஃப். ஹீ செட், டுமாரோ ஐ நீட் அ நான்வெஜ் ஃபுட் அண்ட் மை ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் ஆர் கம்மிங். சொல்லிட்டு ஹீ கேம் பேக் டு ஹிஸ் லேப். அண்ட் again tomorrow morning he came his house, and he getting wonderful non-veg food in a mutton biryani, for example, mutton biryani. What happened? Can you guess? Anyone? Any other participation? Okay, no issue. Let I conclude. Actually, his wife, she went backside, and she finded out the same sheep, and she cut and making wonderful non-veg food. And this time, who is committed that person's like who is the who have a mistake? My maybe wife or husband. யார் மேல தப்பு இருக்கு? அந்த என்னன்னா அந்த பேசும் ஆடை வெட்டினவங்க மேலேயா இல்ல அவங்க ஹஸ்பண்ட் மேலேயா? Okay, let I conclude. I think I don't know. Okay, so actually யார் மேல ஃபால்ஸ் இருக்குன்னா அந்த ஷீப் மேல. பிகாஸ் த ஷீப் ஹாவ் ஆல் த டேலண்ட்ஸ். பிகாஸ் என்னன்னா ஹஸ்பண்ட் வந்து சர்ப்ரைஸ் பண்ணணும்னு நினைச்சுதான் ஹி வென்ட் பேக் சைடு அவர் விட்டுட்டு போயிருக்காரு. அண்ட் ஒய்ஃப், ஷி ப்ரிப்பேர்ட் வண்டர்ஃபுல் ஃபுட். ஓகே, these are the accident thing. But mistake பார்த்தீங்கன்னா sheep, because sheep having speaking skill. If once enter that room, in case sheep can speak, hello ma'am, how are you, hello hello ma'am. In case sheep can speak, she can't cut that. So mainly students wants to show their talent on the time. So the background of the committee tried to explore that. The next slide. Press that. Next slide, please. Okay. So it covers school education age 3 to 18, as well as higher education also. Main objectives of Education Policy 2020, the gross enrollment ratio 100% in school level by 2020 at 30. They are reaching in 2030 in school level 100%, and the gross enrollment ratio 50% in higher education 2035 in college level. And here in Tamil Nadu, already we reached 80% of these objectives. Say the college education, which means higher education, we already reached 50% in the target year 2035. But recently, 2024 data says around the our higher education gross enrollment ratio 47 point something. Okay, so we are already reached this 50%. So we are in our Tamil Nadu is a demo of other state. Sir, next slide. So the gross enrollment ratio already achieved in higher education. Tamil Nadu and Kerala are again and again ranking among the top state of higher education in India, particularly in terms of students enrollment and the quality of institutions. Students enrollment already we reached in a 50 percentage, and quality of institutions. Say the some of states, the school and colleges, they don't have a proper facilities. Recently I studied one article in some of the states, the schools, they don't have a clean toilet, and they don't have a proper blackboard, benches, and other things. But in our Tamil Nadu, we have wonderful institutions, the quality of education. I think last year I came in VET. VET have a wonderful classrooms and technology, ICT technology they are using, and it is they have everywhere they have uh, not a blackboard. I saw in their digital classrooms are there. Okay, so really I appreciate your institution having this kind of advanced technology happening, sir. That's why in our Tamil Nadu is the top most in higher education ranking. Next slide, sir. All right, sir. Next slide, please. Okay. New education structure. It's a old structure 10 plus 2 plus 3. It's a Kothari Commission 1966. Okay, 1966. They formed old structure like 10 plus 2 plus 3. So everyone well known. Even in current, we are following the same concept 10 plus 2 plus 3, because 10 plus, which means we are enrolling first standard to 10th. The 10th, we are going to attempt in the board exam. After 11th and 12th, facing students in the board exam. After three means UG classes. Okay. But new education policy, it's a change. The structure of school education is a 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. Okay. So this is the more important thing. Up to 8th standard, all pass. We have some rules and regulations is all pass, and other rules and regulations also there. So the students, they don't have a pressure, and the faculties also. So students are having a low level of knowledge, and they can't write in proper manner, even our mother tongue also. In case if we call our students, those who are in at a full pass, that students they can't write without mistake. Okay, even his mother tongue also. So we remove that type. Okay, that concept we need to remove. That is the implemented new education policy 2020. The structure is 5 plus 3 plus 2. Okay, that is that 5 plus and 3 plus, which means the first 5, it is the pre-education system. The age level is 3 to 6. The old system, when the child getting age of 66 or 7, we can enroll the first standard only. But the new education policy, when the child getting age of 3, we can enroll them for pre-KG and other LKG, UKG. But in our Tamil Nadu, the name is not a pre-KG, LKG, and the kindergarten. Here, we already implemented a few years before, already we implemented in like name is Palwadi and Anganwadi. When our child is getting age in 3, enrolling in the Palwadi and Anganwadi. The new education is suggest when child getting 3 and enrolled. But already in Tamil Nadu has achieved that point. Okay. So an age 3 to 6 foundation. Okay. And next 3 is sorry, and the first 3 three first 5 years 3 is Palwadi and Anganwadi, that is 3 years. Next 2 years they are enrolling when the child getting 6 to 7 age, they are enrolling in the first standard and second standard. After that, next three to five class, third standard to five classes are next three. Age level is 8 to 11. That is the middle age. And next three is 6 to 8 classes, age level 11 to 14 age. That is the middle. And next four. That four is classes enrolled 9 to 12, entering age level 14 to 8. That is the secondary level. So these are the structure of new education policy. In case old education policy, the students getting at all pass, they are going to face board exam only the 10th and 11th, 12th. But the new education policy suggests first they are going to write in a third standard one more the board exam, and eighth standard again 10th and 11th, 12th. But they are suggested, okay, the students wants to attend the third standard in a board exam. In case if the students not clear the third standard, they promoted. It is not a mandatory concept. Just the students wants to know about how to write exams. That is the main goal of these things. The next slide, please. So this is the method. Already I told you the four methods are like foundation and preparatory, middle, and secondary. As the next slide, please. So new structure for schooling, foundation stage, 3 years of preschools, grade 1, 2, and age level 8, 3 to 8. It's a pedagogical method to child teaching methods. The foundation stage like students wants to know எண்ணறிவு எழுத்தறிவு. We are saying in எண்ணறிவு and எழுத்தறிவு. The child wants to identify the letter and numbers. And the old method is no deduction and no reduction method. So if the no deduction and reduction method, they don't have pressure. So that's why the faculty and the students, they didn't get a pressure to work layer and learn these things. But in case the new education policy implemented, students wants to learn because wants to the clear the examinations. So automatically they learn about these things. That is the main goal. The old method, the all pass in 8th standard and again going to the 10th, faculty, which means teachers getting more pressure because below average and low learner students, they can't clear that board exam. That's why they have a very much of pressures. Okay, the new education policy reduce that kind of pressure because these four stages. So the first stage, a child wants to identify letter and numbers, and the next stage is the preparatory stage. It's age level 8 to 11. It's classes 3 to 5. So I got a WW Rosto stages method. I remember that. Okay, the when country going slowly developing. Okay, the WW Rosto explained it's a 5 stages. That 5 stages, which means traditional, transitional, takeoff, matured, high mass consumption. So the new education policy also do like that way. So the Rosto explained first is the traditional society. The traditional society, they don't have a technology method. It's a zero technology. After that, it's a developing a transitional method. That second stage transitional method, it is a very less technological. After the third stage, when the country attaining the third stage is a take-off stage. Take-off, which means yeah, already you're all well known. When the ground to reaching air, that is the way when the less level of technology to the reaching in developed stages. So that is the take-off stage. The fourth stage is matured stage. That matured stage, which means it is the peoples are getting all the basic needs. Okay, all the basic needs, which means already we know the people's getting food, shelter, clothing, other things. That is the fourth stage. The people they have like a developed country. So we are saying a developed country and underdeveloped country, and the poverty is there. But the country is developed. So the takeoff stage, which means underdeveloped to developed reaching time. Fourth stage is developed. And the fifth stage, high mass consumption. The high mass consumption is the people they have high level of needs. Okay, they are have fulfilled their basic needs in much more higher level. The same concept here, new education policy also, they are implementing here stage by stage. Students' learning capacity has increasing in stage by stage, like a foundation and the other things, or like the step by step. Okay. So the next stage is a preparatory method. Preparatory stage is the age level is 8 to 11. It's a focus. The preparatory stage is focusing, develop language and numeric skills, classroom interaction, reading skills, writing skills, speaking skills, and physical education, art, etc. So the second stage, the teaching to students is a practical way and how to identify that and numbers. It's the first stage. The second stage, they are developing. It's a language method, how to develop, how to speak, how to write, how to classroom interaction, how to ask questions. The basics things that they are teaching in the second stage. And the third stage, middle stage. The middle stage grade 6 to 8 standard students, age level 11 to 14. So this third stages is focusing critical learning and explaining and other examples like practical thing, okay, like maths, arts, EVS, humanities, etc. So this is the class 8, 6 to 8 students. They're getting practical knowledge when we are started in a practical, the old method, when students getting 10th and 11th, 12th, they have a lab facilities. But nowadays, the new education policy give a sixth standard, up to sixth standard, students getting a practical knowledge. They would need to for getting practical knowledge. So that's why they are focusing critical learning, exploring things, and other special subjects. They can choose in special subjects. And the last is a, sorry, yes, fourth stage is a secondary stage. The fourth stage, secondary stage, age group 14 to 18 years. 14 to 18 years, classes like grade 9 to 12. They're focusing multidisciplinary education. Multidisciplinary education, developing critical thinking, choices of subjects, no rigid subjects or teaching. The students can choice based subject. Okay, if they wants to learn some science and arts, they can choice based, but in current situation it is not implemented. But a new education policy suggests the students having a choice based syllabus, they can frame it. Okay, mixed subject, vocational skilled oriented subject they can choose. The next slide, please. And moving anyway from, see, here they are explaining about the some method already we discussed. It is a mixed subject method, like a commerce and arts. Students can uh, study about uh, science and arts. Sometimes, recently, in our higher education, they suggest multidisciplinary access or transdisciplinary. Okay, this kind of research, they are appreciation. So the same way here, the students can learn multidisciplinary aspect, science and arts, science and commerce. Students can study, and vocational education, the other things already we discussed. So next slide, please. And now we are going to discuss about higher education concepts. It is a multiple entry and exit options in higher education concept. So the multiple entry, in case here explained for undergraduate degree, students can do in a certificate programs. For example, the old concept degree we need to study in a minimum 3 years. But the new education policy suggests that if you are completing, in case if you are joining in a BBA, studying in a 1 year, you don't have any arrears. If you are interested to join other department, you can exit and join other department. If you are completing 1 year, you get a certificate for a 1 year certificate. In case if you are completed 2 years, if you are complete 2 years, you get a diploma certificate. They provide a diploma certificate. In case if you are completing 3 years, students can getting a degree. Otherwise, and students can complete 4 years. It is integration concept. Degree with the research. Students complete a degree with the research. He can register directly in PhD. But current situation, if you are completed in a PG, you can register in directly in sorry. Yeah. The current situation, if you are a complete PG, you can register direct PhD. But new education policy says if you did 3 years and plus research in 1 year, you can register in PhD. And they are introducing ABC. ABC, which means Academic Bank of Credit. The Academic Bank of Credit, which means the digital or electronic systems academic credit. So every students can register in ABC. They have some credit-based system. So already I told if students complete 1 year, they have some credit. In case they complete a second year, 2 years, they have some credit level. 3 years, they provide some value of credit. So students can store total level of credit. They can apply the job wherever. Okay. For example, students complete 1 year from BBA. He got a certificate, 1 year BBA, and students he complete 2 years from commerce. He get a diploma certificate from commerce. In case he getting an interest in chemistry, he did 3 years from degree. Totally, how many total credits? How much you earned, and based on that credit system. They provide based on that credit system. That is the ABC, Academic Bank of Credit. So how we registered the Academic Bank of Credit? It is used by DigiLocker. We can register. How many of know aware about DigiLocker? Dear participants, anyone know about the DigiLocker? Anybody have a DigiLocker, which means digital locker? As to everyone, yes. Okay. Okay, I'm very happy about the chat box, the chatting. Most of the people they know is a DigiLocker because a DigiLocker is a central government implemented software. That is the more important thing. If you are having a DigiLocker account, you can download the certificates like not only from academic certificate. Nowadays, you can download Aadhaar card and driving license and other documents, even your voter ID, PAN card, and what are the government site provided document, you can download it, and that is the authentication document. For example, the all the time we can't carry in the physical certificates. For example, we are riding in bike. In case if you are forgetted your wallet, because of why I mentioned the wallet, all the people having in all the documents in wallet. Okay, like PAN card, Aadhaar card, and driving license. In case if you are forgetted, the policeman ask you, where is your license? We every time we carrying in mobile phone, even sleeping time or going to restroom or whatever. All the time we are having in mobile phone, so you can show your document through the DigiLocker. That is acceptable because it is a authentication provided document. So ABC is a academic bank of credit is a for ID. we can create the students create a for ID, and they can download his credit level. Sir, next slide, please. Yeah. See here, uh, the more autonomy of the institution. For example, some of the institutions says we are in more than 100-year college. We are in more than 150 years of experience in college. Some of the institutions says we are very traditional college, and whatever. The college cannot grow. Okay, college wants to update themselves. In case 100 years or 200 years or 50 years, that is not a matter. The college can update themselves in the time to time. That is their new education policy suggested. Okay, last time we have concepts, old method. The students enrolling, like this is the 100-year college. 100-year college is having a wonderful, they provide a wonderful education, they thought. But nowadays, new education policy give a lot of calculators like NAC and the NARFT ranking, and then a lot of accreditations are there. So for students, easy to identify quality education wherever we can receive it. So that is the explained here. The college wants to improve the themselves, using the multidisciplinary institution concepts like education institutes, they are develop themselves, like if the multidisciplinary way, the B.Ed colleges, they provide B.Ed, M.Ed, but now they are turn on that multidisciplinary way. It is the provide a certificate courses, conducting certificate courses or diploma courses also. That is the way of multidisciplinary method things. So next slide. Okay. Can you guess the mistakes? Because why I insert this slide, last this half an hour, we get some pressure, so they're getting a relaxed focus. Please unmute and yeah, Deepika find it out. Mistake is mistake. Yes. Can you find the mistake here? Generally, we think mistake in case we just checked in 1, 2, 3 having any mistakes or other things. We didn't we read this is the mistake, but we can't identify this word is mistake. So the same concept here, the method, teaching method, we are teach the students in one aspect only. So all the fingers in on the same okay, different kinds of fingers are that different height and different thickness and types. So we need to teach the students those who are slow learners, those who are below average, those who are in speed learners. Okay, so different kind of way to we teach them. So next slide, please. Okay, can you solve this if you are a genius? On which number car is parked? Deepika is right. Any other? Jayashri ma'am also right, and other people also right. You will find it out easy. Uh, not a 78, 87 is the right answer. 87 is the right answer because some of the people they are chat in 78. That is not this is 87. So go to the next slide because this is the way. Okay, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. So the parking lot is the opposite direction. Okay, anyhow. So next slide, please. Language policy. Here, the language policies, like a new education policy implemented in language policies, a three language policy. Okay, emphasis on the teaching in the mother tongue, regional language, at least till grade 5. So the language policy, new education policy is a mandatory for a teaching in mother tongue in grade 5. And after they completed grade 5, it is the optional. Generally, we think three language policy. In Tamil Nadu people, they think a three language policy, it is good or not. We have a lot of conversations also there. Everyone, they have a different kinds of different types of opinion. But I think already we implemented here. Okay. Some of the people says it is good, and some of the people says, oh, no, that three language policy, we are not appreciate or other things. But you want to know, already here up implemented in Tamil Nadu, already a lot of schools are following the three language policies. In case the new education policy is accepted, a three language policy, all the government schools can also implement it here. See, the CBSE and IBSE and some of the matriculation schools, they are following three language policies, like three language. One is mother tongue in Tamil Nadu, following Tamil, and second language, which means the regional language, following like Hindi or Sanskrit, and like international language is English. So this is the three language policies, and here already we are implemented. So one thing I registered here, the new education policy suggests a lot of things, but in our Tamil Nadu, we already implemented these things. See, the stages of method in the 5 plus 3 plus 3, already the 5 plus, already we implemented 5, because a lot of years before we implemented like Anganwadi, Palwadi. When I was in child, I went Anganwadi also, that Palwadi school also. Okay, so we implemented before, but now the government is suggested. So that's why Tamil Nadu and Kerala is a topper on education system. That's why. Okay. In case the three language policies, the mother tongue already I showed in those stage in the own mother tongue, and the second language like Hindi or Sanskrit, that is the regional language, and international language like English. And recently we saw the budget allocated much amount for Sanskrit and Hindi also, and our Tamil Nadu allocated for the CBSE and other things. Already we discussed. So we go to the next slide. Sir, please, next slide. Teacher education standards. Okay, the teacher education standard for the main thing nowadays, this specially made for teacher standard. Okay, because they are teachers wants to improve themselves, because teachers, they are improve the minimum qualification. They are attaining the minimum qualification, and again and again they need to develop. That's why the UGC and the NAR, the other teaching methodologies, they say, sir, they are improve them. That's why the professors, faculties, they are attending FTP and a refresher course, other research methodology program. These are the improve themselves. You see, uh, government college teachers, if they are wants to participate in the uh, paper presentation, seminar, conference, they didn't provide OD in non-funding programs. In case if they are wants to attend sponsored, like ICS are sponsored, UGC is sponsored, or ACT sponsored programs, they provide OD in a government college or government schools, because we have our rules. Okay, they can attend. Okay, most of the private institution also, they didn't provide OD for attending conference or seminars, because they said, sir, if you are going to attend the seminar and conference, that is the equip or develop yourself only. What about that institution? But in the new education policy, this is the calculated in this time also. They are asking. Okay, how many teachers went abroad? How many teachers participating national seminars? How many faculties present a paper in national level, Scopus paper, Scopus publication, Web of Science, and whatever. So nowadays, the most of the institution they provide a cash award also. If you are publishing Scopus paper, the institution provides some of the amount. I am not every institution. Some of the institution they are encouraging the faculties. Okay, that's why the faculty wants to improve themselves because this system because the teacher is the heart of the system and the teacher is the main pillar of the systems. That's why the TNPST is focusing the faculties. The next slide. Okay. Some university institution have giving the flexibility and multiple multidisciplinary aspects of that. Nowadays, most of the B.Ed education colleges and some colleges they improved, like they implementing online programs or digital education like Swayam, MOOC, credit system also there. If the students completed a SWIME course or other courses, NTPL courses, they have a grace mark in his degree. Also, we can add that. So, the faculty wants to support and the support to students registering in SWIME and other online courses. Okay. So, next slide, sir. Hmm. The Teacher Education Institute. So the Teacher Education Institute, the new education policy suggests the Teachers Education Institute like grade move to 2030 into multidisciplinary colleges. And here nowadays in our Tamil Nadu, teacher education, they are already be moving in a multidisciplinary aspect. They have a goal in 2030, multidisciplinary way, because last world education method, the BA or BSc, other things, we have a 3 years program. But nowadays, new education policy suggests it is a multidisciplinary aspect. It is integration program, UG with PG. Integration courses also there. If you are entering UG, you can complete PG also. Maybe the 4 year programs and 5 year programs also there. Some of the universities they offer the integration course. If entering PA, you can complete MA also. If you are entering in BSc, you can complete MSc also. That is the integration, the integrated programs also implemented. And the especially they implementing with the research also. PA with education, BSc with education, and BA with research or BSc with research. If they completed, you can register directly in PhD. Already I told you. And the new education policy totally removed MPhil programs. The old education method, if you are completed UG, PG, MPhil, after that you can register in PhD, doctorate degree, you can register. And those who are complete MPhil, they are having in two kinds of research paper. And those who are didn't complete MPhil, direct PhD, which means PG with PhD, that is called direct PhD. And nowadays also we following the same rules. They suggest, but it's not following. The direct PhD, they have a four kinds of papers, coursework also there. If you completed MPhil, they have some relaxation. But nowadays, the new education policy totally removed MPhil. So MPhil no need. MPhil no need to study directly. We can register in PhD, BA with research. So 4 years complete panna, we can direct PhD register panna. And if you are entering PhD, the funding also there. Okay. In my personal experience, I did PhD in economics. I received ICSSR fellowship during my PhD time. Almost I received around more than 4 lakhs. The time is 2011 to 15 time duration. I received totally 4 lakhs that time duration. I enjoyed my PhD time because every month I received 16,000 fellowship and contingency also 30,000 is there. So that time I fully enjoyed because I didn't spend in my own money. I spend in government money. So if you are joining PhD, they provide a lot of funds. Not only central government, in state government also nowadays they provide scholarships. 50,000 scholarships is there. 1 lakh scholarship is there. And nowadays the government the government spent more money for funding for students. In our state government implemented Tamil Pudalvan scheme, those who are studying in Tamil standard and the school like aided or government school, those who are studied in government school and they comes in higher education, the government provide Tamil Pudalvan scheme. Every month they received 1,000 rupees. And if you are completed language through the Tamil language, Tamil medium, if you are going to write a TNPSC exam and other state government exam, they giving a relaxation, some boost, excess mark and other things. So you get some benefits. Okay, that's why. The next slide, please, sir. Okay. So Higher Education Commissions of India, HECI. Here we have a four vertical. So the four vertical is NHERC, NAC, which is NAC, Higher Education Grant Council, and the General Education Council, GEC, and other apex bodies also there. So these four verticals provide the four type of method. Last we have a UGC and other grants are there. These agencies we are removed the new education policy and they suggest these four verticals. These four vertical is all are equal rights. These four verticals because ஒருத்தருக்கு ஒருத்தர் யாரும் ஏற்றத்தாழ்வு இல்லை. ஓகேவா? இல்ல 4 பேருக்குமே இந்த 4 commissions, these four verticals have equal rights and different kinds of actions are there. Okay, so national higher education இதுல regulator இல்ல council, they are providing rules and regulations for the institutions பொறுத்தளவுல how they are following, what are the rules and regulations are there அப்படிங்கிறது NHERC, they provide rules and regulations. The second vertical, NAC. Already we have a lot of knowledge about NAC. We well known because NAC they provide National Assessment and Accreditation Council is a NAC. They provide assessment of measure the quality of institution, college, how running. Nowadays the college getting A plus plus, other accreditations are there. So you can easy to find A plus plus college, A plus A, and B plus plus B plus B. This kind of colleges, quality of education, quality of institution. Okay, NAC they followed a lot of criteria measurement, such as publications and the infrastructure and the students students feedback. Students feedback, which means students they are the main core of the thing, they are the representation of the institution. So that's why the students feedback is more important. Not only from students feedback, also parents feedback also they are collecting. And the students feedback, they are asking questions like how you feel about the institution, how they teach you, how you are communicate, and how you learn about subjects, etc., etc. And the parents also they are asking how you feel about this institution. They are paying about fees and other things also there. And discussion about faculty, this is the direct visit. And And NAC next is accreditation is changed. It is accreditation or non-accreditation. The last thing is NAC is they provide A plus plus other things, but now they are going to reconstruct their accreditation or non-accreditation concepts only. It is going discussion on that. And third one, Higher Education Grant Council. Just a few minutes before we discussed it, Higher Education Grant Councils, they provide the grant councils, they provide grants to institution and the grants to the fellowship and grants for a seminar, conference, and other etc. We can discuss it. For example, in a UGC, but nowadays they are in ICSSR and DST, SERB, and other lot of funding agencies are there. But there comes under here Higher Education Grants Council. Okay, and the fourth one, General Education Council. This General Education Council having a lot of apex body also there, but the main focus is designing its curriculum. They are designed in curriculum about the Central Education Council, GEC, and other apex bodies also there. And I think this is the simple thing. Then next slide. I think I concluded. Now is a question session. We have, I think we have in 10 minutes. Sorry, 10 minutes for a question session. If you have any questions, please raise your questions. Dear participants, do you have any doubt or any questions about regarding research and publications and other things also? So every faculty wants to support their your students to develop themselves because we know we need to at least we prefer like Abraham Lincoln says one code if you are cut the tree in a half an hour, if you are cut the tree in a half an hour, at least you sharp your blade in the 2 hours. He says, if you are cut a tree in a half an hour, at least you sharp your blade in 2 hours. So that's why when we are support or when we are motivate the students, we just make them is how I say like a perform manner. Yeah, some of the participants said nice presentation. Thank you, ma'am.
Sir, I have
Ravina,
one
ma'am.
doubt, sir.
Yes, sir. Please,
So
sir.
how can NEP help the students for their growth, sir? Like, is it very helpful for the students? Like for the student fraternity, I'm asking.
Yes, sir. Nice question. Thanks for asking. Actually, NEP, New Education Policy, it's totally their help to develop the students' knowledge. The so அதுக்காக என்ன ஓல்டு மெத்தட் இஸ் வந்து டோட்டலி அவாய்ட் பண்ணணும் இது அது வந்து ராங் மேனர் சொல்லவில்லை பட் என்இபி fully focused students learning. See, actually our old methodology we followed 10 plus 2 plus 3. That 10 plus, which means the students they don't have exam pressure. They come automatically in 8th. என்னன்னா டைரக்டா அந்த அவங்களுக்கு அந்த எக்ஸாம் ப்ரெஷர் இல்லாததுனால என்ன பண்றாங்க ஆல் பாஸ். ஸோ ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் தே டோன்ட் ஹாவ் அந்த எண் அறிவு எழுத்தறிவு identification of numbers and identification of letters in how the primary level they don't have the students knowledge level very low level இருக்குது. But the new education policy explained they are trying to improve the students easy to find first the primary objectives. Students can find letters and easy to find numbers. See, nowadays in college students also, you get an example, ask 10 or 5 students and write your address in Tamil language. Definitely, they committed a mistake because students they can't write in properly. They don't know where we are using proper la, proper na. See, பழம் அதுக்கு எந்த லா போடணும் அப்படிங்கிற எப்படி சொல்றது லிட்ரேச்சர் நாலேஜ் இன்னைக்கு நம்ம ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் இல்ல ஓகேங்களா. அதனால தான் என்ன பண்றாங்க ஃபர்ஸ்ட் தே ஆர் support identify numbers and identify letters. And the second என்ன பண்றாங்க language skill improve the language skill second stageல. அப்ப language skills improve பண்றப்ப how to write, how to speak and how to critical thinking இதெல்லாமே ஸ்டேஜ் பை ஸ்டேஜ். தட்ஸ் வை ஐ கிவ் அ சிம்பிள் இன்ட்ரோடக்ஷன் அபவுட் எப்படின்னா த ரோஸ்டர் ஸ்டேஜ் எப்படி ஒரு கண்ட்ரி லோ லெவல் ஆஃப் டெக்னாலஜி விச் மீன்ஸ் ஜீரோ லெவல் ஆஃப் டெக்னாலஜிலேருந்து டெவலப்டு சுச்சுவேஷன் போய் ரீச் ஆகுதோ த சேம் கான்செப்ட் இங்கே நம்ம நியூ எஜுகேஷன் பாலிசிஸ் அப்ளைட் ஹியர். ஒரு ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் வென் வி ஆர் என்ரோலிங் okay in like kindergarten they teach what is the numbers what are the numbers are there எதெல்லாமே இது நம்பர்ஸ் இது லெட்டர்ஸ்ன்னு ஈஸியாக ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ண முடியும். அண்ட் ஆஃப்டர் தட் அதை ஷைன் பண்ணுறோம். அகெயின் வி ஆர் ஷைன் அண்ட் அகெயின் வி ஆர் ஷைன் த ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ். அண்ட் வென் தே ஆர் ஆஃப்டர் ஃபிஃப்த் ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் தே ஹாவ் ஃப்ரீடம். ஓகே, they can choose their own language and they have a freedom to என்ன சப்ஜெக்ட் வந்து எந்த சப்ஜெக்ட் வேணாலும் சூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். ரெஜிடா இந்த சப்ஜெக்ட் தான் யூ நீட் டு ஸ்டடி, யூ ஹாவ் திஸ் சிலபஸ், இதை மட்டும்தான் நீ படிக்கணுங்கிற கான்செப்ட் இங்க இல்லை. The new education policy suggests if the students wants to study in a skilled based education, they can choose what are the skills like. இன்னைக்கு nowadays பார்த்தீங்கன்னா some of the schools they are implemented vocational courses also there like typewriting and some other electrical and electronic educations, some physics and arts group combined பண்ணி multidisciplinary transdisciplinary implemented ஆயிருக்கு. So I think new education policy is a good way of and there are helps to our students.
Sir, good evening.
Yes, sir, good evening, sir.
Sir, I am Dr. I. Siddiq from STZ. So I have one clarification. So how the National Skill Qualification Framework is related to NEP, sir? National Education Policy.
National skill, sorry, sir, I am unable to understand your question, sir.
National Skill Qualification Framework, how it is related to NEP, sir? National Education Policy.
National skills, actually, I think the students in the secondary level, they have just a few minutes before I told the students can choose their own skills method. Okay, like new education policy, they suggest some skills based teaching method also, like maybe the how that நம்ம தமிழ்ல சொன்னோம்னா இட்ஸ் குலத்தொழில் இதெல்லாம் கூட they are suggest, but in our peoples they are against that method. Okay, because when the washerman's child wants to become again a washerman, and the barber student, the barber son again want to become a barber, and other, they think that way. But the NEP suggests that is the easy to way if they are interested. For example, the NEP think in case of some people's child, they are take over the business or father's business. Okay, some father's business like some, for example, one person having electrical and electronic shop or electrical and electronic material they are producing. The students can learn and he easy to take over the business. Okay, because the students they don't know how to they are making a raw material and they don't know the knowledge about the supply chain management. The supply chain management is where we are buying in raw material and after that finished product and again hand over to the consumer hand. That education easy to they understand and after that he take over the business. That kind of way only the new education policies approached.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am.
Sir, I want to add a few points to your explanation related to this NSQF. Sir, actually,
Sure,
we
ma'am.
belongs to different sectors, but we may not having an idea of what is the employability options given for that particular field. So this NSQF may give an ideology what are all the different job designations available in that field and what sort of specific skill is required for that. So we can frame the curriculum according to that NSQF. That might be an added advantage. So since the NEP is fully related to skill development education, it may be added advantage for us to frame our curriculum based on this NSQF. So my question is, in case if we are going to bring up this multidisciplinary education in a short duration span of time, so what sort of shortcomings we are going to have, or what would be the problems as the institutions we will face? So we are going to have nearly 2 or 3 years to reach this 2030. So when we are stating this, it is a multidisciplinary education. All the institutions may not have all the departments. So if the students wants to go with a multidisciplinary approach, is that possible, sir?
Ma'am, right question. First of all, I congratulate that question is you're asking, but it is too difficult that because students have been how I say like இப்போ ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் என்ன இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இருக்கோ இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷனுடைய மெத்தட் என்ன இருக்கோ தே ப்ரொவைடட். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், recently I received a grant from ICSSR for conducting national seminar. We are collaborating science and arts. I'm from economics background and I just collaborated in a science background for biotechnology. So bioeconomics concept, we provide bioeconomics. So this is a multidisciplinary. If there is a possible, like in our institution, we have a economics department and the biotechnology. That's why we are collaborated. If we don't have a biotechnology department, I can't collaborate at that. That is the problem. Okay, what are the facilities are there? That facilities we can utilize. Otherwise, for example, I have an interest to space scientist. I want to become a space scientist. I can't continue here. So that's why new education policy they provide. If you are complete UG in 1 year or 2 year, again you just easy to quiet and you are going to join wherever they are teaching in space scientist program. You can join and learn. So academic ABC is credit level. You can get it benefit. So so that's why institutionsல என்ன ஃபெசிலிட்டிஸ் இருக்கோ அதை வச்சு we can make it. ஓகேங்களா, மல்டி டிசிப்ளினரி ஆஸ்பெக்ட். அதாவது என்னன்னா பயோ எக்கனாமிக்ஸ் கான்செப்ட்ல நாங்க ஃபண்ட் ரிசீவ் பண்ணோம். அதாவது பயோ எக்கனாமிக்ஸ் அண்ட் பயோ ஆண்டர்பர்னர் கான்செப்ட்ல. ஸோ ஐ ஜஸ்ட் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் த பயோ எக்கனாமிக்ஸ்ல we are teaching in economics for how we are managing economic in marketing the product and how we are reducing the production cost. The biotechnology people they teach how to produce the biotechnology aspect, like they teach some products. For example, banana, like honey, value added ப்ராடக்ட்ஸ், ஓகேங்களா, அந்த மாதிரி திங்ஸ் அவங்க டீச் பண்றாங்க. ஸோ இதில் மல்டி டிசிப்ளினரியில் டிரான்ஸ் டிசிப்ளினரியில் எங்களுக்கு சக்ஸஸ் ஆனிச்சு. அந்த கிராண்ட்ஸும் நாங்கள் ரிசீவ் பண்ணோம். ஸோ ஒரு இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன்ல என்ன மாதிரியான சப்போர்ட் இருக்கோ அதை வச்சு நம்ம இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்ணலாம். இன் கேஸ் நம்மளால முடியலன்னா யூ ஜஸ்ட் குவைட் அண்ட் வேர் எவர் யூ கேன் கேதரிங் த நாலேஜ் யூ கேன் கோ டு ஜாயின். பிகாஸ் த ஓல்டு எஜுகேஷன்ல இட் இஸ் நாட் பாசிபிள். ஏன்னா ஓல்டு எஜுகேஷன் பொறுத்தளவுல I think the old education, if you are complete 3 years, you can get the degree. Otherwise, you are in a discontinued only. Okay, you can getting any other benefit. But the new education policy, they provide credit system. Upper ID, you can receive credit even first year if you are completing first year, if you are completing second year, diploma certificate and other. That is.
Sir, good evening. I am Satya, and thank you for the wonderful session. Actually, my question is said about SDG goal, which is talking about quality education, and also UNESCO policy and NEP. All these three educational policies are pointed around one point saying that educational technology. If even in NEP 2020, it is talks about using technology in education. My question is, when we implement that in our Indian education system, what are the challenges we'll face when you adapt technology into an education?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Actually, ma'am, we can't fulfill all the needs. Just half an hour before, I told that some of the states, the school and colleges, they don't have a proper toilet facilities also. So that kind of area, first we need to improve the institution infrastructure, and they are applying grant for a developing institution and other things. And those who institutions are well developed, equipped, they can only adopted the new technologies. So when I started the session, I told I recently I came in VET. The VET have all the technologies, not almost they have good technology, classrooms, and all the facilities also there. So that's why that kind of VET and VIT and some other PhD and some developed institutions are there. In our Tamil Nadu, around more than in the top 50 or top 100 நிறைய காலேஜஸ் NIRFT ரேங்கிங்ல நம்ம தமிழ்நாட்டில இருந்து நிறைய இருக்கிறது. அகைன் அண்ட் அகைன் வி ஆர் ரேங்கிங். ஓகே, ஸோ இந்த மாதிரியான டைப் ஆஃப் காலேஜஸ்ல நீங்க சொல்ற மாதிரி இந்த SGT கோல்ஸ் அண்ட் டெக்னாலஜி வைஸ் நம்ம இம்ப்ரூவ்மெண்ட் பண்ணலாம், இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட்ல நம்ம ஷோ பண்ணலாம். பட் வெரி ஃபியூ லெவல் ஒன்லி. ஸோ ஹோலிஸ்டிக் டெவலப்மெண்ட்டுங்கிறது ஓவரால் நம்ம growth அண்ட் டெவலப்மெண்ட் கான்செப்ட்ல we need growth and development also. ஓகே, ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் நம்ம பாடி ஆஃப் பார்ட்ஸ்ல நம்மளுடைய ஹேண்ட் நல்லா வளருது. ஓகே, அண்ட் க்ரோயிங் லைக் ஹேர் அண்ட் அதர் திங்ஸ் எல்லாமே இட்ஸ் க்ரோயிங். பட் பிரெயின் இஸ் நாட் க்ரோயிங்னா தட் இஸ் நாட் அ growth அண்ட் இட் இஸ் நாட் அ டெவலப்மெண்ட். ஓகே, ஸோ சம் ஆஃப் த ஸ்டேட்ல குவாலிட்டி ஆஃப் எஜுகேஷன் நல்லா இருக்குங்கிறதுக்காக நம்ம நல்லா நம்ம நியூ எஜுகேஷன் பாலிசியில இம்ப்ளிமெண்டட் பெட்டரா இருக்குன்னு சொல்ல முடியாது. நம்ம நியூ எஜுகேஷன் பாலிசியை ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நம்ம சப்போர்ட் பண்றதுக்கு டார்கெட்டட் இயர் 2040 இந்த டைம் லெவல் வி நீட். அவ்வளோ டைம் லெவல் தேவைப்படும் அந்த கோலை அச்சீவ் பண்றதுக்காக. ஸோ அந்த டைம் லெவல்ல நம்ம என்ன பண்றோம், ஸ்லோலி we are improve the students education, improve the infrastructure about the colleges and other things.
Thank you,
Sir,
sir.
very good evening.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Sir, my name is Muralidharan from VLB Janagamal College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore. Sir, உங்களோட செஷன் ரொம்ப நல்லா இருந்தது சார். இட்ஸ் வெரி இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங் அண்ட் வி கெயின் so much of knowledge with this session. And I have a question on behalf of all the faculties over here. சார், நீங்கள் சொன்ன மாதிரி the teachers are the key to the NEP 2020 success. But
Yes, sir.
சார் நீங்கள் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, but maybe or may not be, not all the teachers are trained in the new teaching methods or the technology.
So, on behalf of the faculties, so what plans are there to help faculty get ready for this new system, sir?
Yes, sir. நல்ல கொஸ்டின் சார். ஆக்சுவலி ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வந்து ஃபேக்கல்டி வாண்ட்ஸ் டு இம்ப்ரூவ் தெம் செல்ஃப்ங்கிறதுக்காக தான் என்னன்னா நம்மளுடைய கான்செப்ட்ல ஸ்டேட் கவர்மெண்ட் அண்ட் சென்ட்ரல் கவர்மெண்ட் தே சப்போர்ட் த ஃபேக்கல்டி. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் த ஃபேக்கல்டி வாண்ட்ஸ் டு பிலீவ் தெம் செல்ஃப். ஈவன் நான் ஆல்ரெடி ஐ டோல்ட் some of the institution they provide benefit to the faculties. For example, if I published one paper in Scopus or any other pre-reviewed journals, I spent in 10,000. College or in the institution provide almost to 5,000. That is the encourage for me. So I just doing my research again and again. In case if I did any other, if for example, if I have been awarded any grants, na, என்னுடைய காலேஜ் என்ன ரெகக்னைஸ்
பார்ட்டிசிபென்ட்
எஸ் மேம். ஸோ நான் என்னோட காலேஜ் என்னை ரெகக்னைஸ் பண்ணா நான் என்ன பண்ணுவேன், மோர் இன்ட்ரெஸ்டடா அகைன் அண்ட் அகைன் ஐ டூயிங் ரிசர்ச். ஓகே, இதே மாதிரி தான் என்னன்னா ஒவ்வொரு இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷனும் தன்னுடைய ஃபேக்கல்ட்டியை என்கரேஜ் பண்ணணும். அதான் ஆல்ரெடி நான் உங்கள்ட்ட சொன்ன பாருங்க, நீங்க வந்து ஒரு செமினார் கான்ஃபரன்ஸுக்கு நான் போகணும் சார், எனக்கு ஓடி கொடுங்க அப்படின்னு நம்ம போய் கேட்குறோன்னு வைங்க. என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, இந்த காலேஜ் சேர்ந்து சார் ப்ளீஸ் டேக் சிஎல் சார், why don't we give an OD? Okay, because if you are going to attend in a seminar conference, just உங்களுடைய சிவியை நீங்க பில்ட் பண்ண போறீங்க, ஜஸ்ட் டெவலப் யுவர் செல்ஃப் அப்படிங்கிறத சொல்லிட்டு இருக்காங்க. நான் அந்த கான்செப்டை இன்னைக்கு என்ன பண்றாங்க, நியூ எஜுகேஷன் பாலிசியில உள்ள கொண்டு வந்து ஃபேக்கல்ட்டியோடைய growth ஆல்சோ இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷனல் growth அப்படிங்கிறது தான் எங்க மெயின் கோலா கொண்டு வராங்க. ஸோ இப்போ நீங்க வந்து ஃபண்டட் செமினார், ஃபண்டட் கான்செப்ட்ஸ்ல, ஃபண்டட் ஒர்க் ஷாப்ஸ்லாம் நீங்க போகணும்னா தே ப்ரொவைட் ஓடி. இதுக்கான ரூல்ஸ் அண்ட் ரெகுலேஷன்ஸ் கூட இன்னைக்கு கொண்டு வந்துட்டு இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி ஃபர்ஸ்ட் என்னன்னா உங்க இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் வந்து தான் ஃபேக்கல்ட்டியை சப்போர்ட் பண்ணணும். என்னதான் நானே என்னை இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்றதுக்காக ட்ரை பண்ணாலும் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷனோட சப்போர்ட் இல்லாம ஒரு ஃபேக்கல்ட்டி தன்னை எக்யூப் பண்ணிக்க முடியாது அப்படிங்கிறது இட்ஸ் மை ஓன் ஒப்பீனியன்.
Good evening,
Thank you,
sir.
sir. Thank you.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I hope I am audible.
Good evening, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
there are two. Like your talk was going very well and very calm and composedly you have discussed all the points and we have learned. And there are two doubts I have. You said about
Yes,
the education, if they complete 2 years, they will get diploma certificate. If they complete 3 years, they will get bachelor certificate, and they are directly eligible to go for research. But the
Yes,
point
sir.
is, like, is there any particular assessment methods to award like credits, like 2 years, 3 years? Say, my point is, few students are very good in mugging and writing the answers, and they will get very good credit score, but they may not be able to use creatively their mind. That is one thing. That is one doubt. Like my question is like how the assessment method is going to be taken care. That is one. And second thing you said about institutions are going to fund for, like, if we publish a paper in Q1 Q2 journal, or if we do patent, or if we
Yes.
do like any research related documentary work. So my point is, like, here some organizations are there. If we pay some money, they themselves will prepare a patent and they will file. They themselves will have a one paper. Only one faculty or two faculties are good and they might have done the very good paper. But for fund, they need like Q1, Q2, it may cost for processing fees and all. So for that, some like me, I don't know, but I'll just pay the money and I'll get my name. Even if you ask a title,
Yes,
I'm not able to give the proper title or kind of a thing. So with this method, how can you assess the quality of the faculty? These are the two questions that I have. And thank you.
yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You made a very touchable question. You know, it's a psychological aspect because we don't have any developed equipments of testing in human psychology. You know, man to man, the person to person having a different kinds of taste and preference. So we can't fulfill everyone. So that is the way. You said that the students, they have, some of the students, they have a mug up very well, but they don't, they, how we are assessed, how we are assessed in, Sir Balder sir, I think something is happening. Okay, okay. Thank you. If the students, they have a mug up well, the practical sessions, they can't perform well because the new education policy suggests multidisciplinary way அவங்களால வந்து என்னன்னா அந்த ப்ராக்டிக்கல் செஷன்ல அவங்களால பெர்ஃபார்ம் பண்ண முடியாது பக்கவா. ஓகேங்களா? ஏன்னா ஓல்டு மெத்தட்ல தே ஹாவ் சம் சிலபஸ், தே ஹாவ் சம் பேராகிராஃப் இருந்துச்சுன்னா தே ஆர் சிம்பிளி மக்கப் அண்ட் தே ஆர் ரைட்டிங். But here, the new education policy, they are asking about your opinion, about your concepts, about your thoughts, write your own way, that kind of way. So they are failing that way. Okay, so new education policy, they are support and they are encouraged to write their own way and own thing. And the next concept வந்து faculty members வந்து என்னன்னா அவங்களுடைய ஓன் அசஸ்மெண்ட்ல, அதாவது என்ன சொன்னீங்கன்னா ஃபேக்கல்டி வந்து தேர், ஐ திங்க் the கொஸ்டின் வந்து they received a grant or they are publishing paperனா அவங்கள எப்படி இது பண்றதுன்னு சொல்லி கேட்டீங்க. ஓகேங்களா? அதே தான் சொல்றேன், அகைன் அண்ட் அகைன் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷனோடைய சப்போர்ட் இல்லாம நம்ம வந்து நம்மள டெவலப் பண்ணிக்க முடியாது அப்படிங்கிறது. ஓகே, நீங்க உங்களுடைய ஓன் மணியை இஃப் யூஆர் ஸ்பெண்ட் அண்ட் அதை இது பண்ணா கூட உங்களை சுத்தி யாராச்சும் என்கரேஜ் பண்ணணும். சி, நம்மளுடைய என்கரேஜ் லெவல்லே பார்த்துருக்கோம் என்னன்னா எக்ஸ்டர்னல் மோட்டிவேஷன் அண்ட் இன்டர்னல் மோட்டிவேஷன். இஃப் யூ ஆர் வெல் இன் இன்டர்னல் மோட்டிவேஷன், யூ நோ நீட் டு இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷனல் சப்போர்ட். ஓகே, இஃப் யூ ஆர் கெட்டிங் இன் எக்ஸ்டர்னல் சப்போர்ட், எக்ஸ்டர்னல் மோட்டிவேஷன்னா இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷனுடைய சப்போர்ட் இருந்தால் டெஃபினெட்லி யூ கேன் டூ ஒண்டர்.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the answer. And I just make one assessment method. Like, if you are, I'm not sure about the reachability of you. If you can communicate this issue with the national education policy makers or maybe implementers, you just suggest them, like, if any faculty or any person who filed a patent or published a Q1 paper, you just ask them to give a presentation. Even though they might have not directly involved in research, just by paying money, and they might have got, but once if they read,
Yes,
that they will understand. So this is one suggestion that I would like to put forth in
yes,
front of
and
you.
nowadays a
Thank you,
lot
sir.
of agencies are there, research
Yes,
agencies
yes.
are there. Frequently, I received a call from, sir, I am calling from XY, is that research agency. We are supporting research work. We are providing publication. We are writing PhD thesis, MPhil thesis. If the agencies are done, what about the faculty and what about the student stand? Okay, that is the, you are asking is a wonderful question, sir. Really, I'm appreciate that. So we just avoid that kind of brokers. So we are easy to find, and we just eradicate that kind of business. Even there is most of the PhD scholars or researchers, they don't have a knowledge about statistics. They don't know, the students, they well known statistics about, if we are provide some doing correlation, they have a formula they apply. But the students, they don't know why we are applying correlation, why we are applying regression, what is the purpose of using in correlation. Okay, which is dependent variable, which is independent variable. The students, they don't know why we are using t-test, why t-test for different and other things. The students, they don't know the same concept. In PhD scholars also, they have knowledge about how to do in a research. They are conducting the research, and they simply provide the data to those statisticians. So statistician, they are earning for much more amount. They did his PhD work. They provide simply tables only, and they are publishing, and they got a award also. So we need to eradicate this concept first.
Thank you everyone for your wonderful questions and active interactions with our speaker. As we are running short of time, we kindly request you to conclude the question and answer session here. Let's now move forward to our next session of the day. Once again, thank you, sir. We sincerely appreciate your time, guidance, and knowledge shared with us today. We now move on to the introduction of our second resource person for today's session. To introduce the speaker, I invite Dr. K.P. Balraj sir, Associate Professor, Department of BBA, BET Institute of Arts and Science, to introduce our chief guest. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. S. Kalevani. It's given me an immense pleasure to introduce our distinguished chief guest of the second session of Adult Faculty Development Program, Dr. K. Prabhakaran, an eminent academician, researcher, and financial market expert. Dr. K. Prabhakaran serves the Director of Edify Education, EduTech Coimbatore, and it's a SEBI certified security market training academy, as well as an empaneled resource person of NSC, BSc, NISM, NCDX, MCX, CDSL, and NCFE. He holds an MBA degree with the specialization of finance from School of Management, Annamalai University, and earned his doctorate in finance at Bardiyar University, Coimbatore, focused on the stock market domain. With over 2 decades of extensive experience across teaching, research, and industry, including his academic tenure of Muscat College, Sultanate of Oman, affiliated with Stirling University, UK. Dr. Prabhakaran has made a remarkable contribution to both academia and financial sector. His areas of expertise include stock market, volatility, mutual fund operations, technical analysis, capital market efficiency, and foreign exchange market studies. He has presented and published numerous research papers and case studies and holds 10 NICM and NCFM certifications. Dr. Prabhakaran has conducted more than 2,000 investor awareness financial education programs across India through SEBI, BSc, NSC, MCX, and NCDX and CDSL. He has also trained over 6,000 students in certification courses and entrepreneurship program, has been keynote speaker is more than 400 conference and seminars. As a corporate trainer and visiting faculty of reputed universities in India and financial institutions, his teaching interests span of security analysis, portfolio management, financial derivatives, mutual funds, welfare, wealth management and welfare management, fintech, and entrepreneurship development. We are indeed honored to have such a dynamic and accomplished professional with us today. Let us warmly welcome Dr. K. Prabhakaran and look forward to his insightful address that will undoubtedly enrich the learning experience of this adult FDP. Welcome, sir. The session is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Balraj sir, for your introduction. Over to you, Dr. Prabhakaran sir, to guide us throughout this enlightening session.
Most respected chairman, respected secretary, respected principal Dr. V.P. Nalasamy, respected administrative officer, respected dean, School of Business Management, and then coordinators, conveners, very warm good evening, and as well as participants also, very warm good evening. So it's my immense pleasure for acted as a resource person for ATL FDP. So this topic is emerging as well as needed for this NEP 2020. So last 5 years we discussed about NEP 2020. I have international exposure with affiliated to Stirling University UK and University of Malaysia Pagan, and as well as Scottish Qualification Authority. So this we followed from some other countries from 2000 onwards, but we started 2020. So a lot of effort taken by Government of India. So NEP 2020. So this topic for today, I'm going to discuss about multidisciplinary and then holistic education. So nowadays, education is very essential and important one. Actually, the today education system tremendous changes in terms of technology, in terms of uh, industry collaborations. So we know the changes, especially the landscape for education, technological transformation, globalization and innovation, shift towards creativity and adaptability. And then the NAP 2020 response for future needs. So recently, many industries expecting for technology-based students, so skill-based students, not for knowledge. So today, skill is only support for the career. So that's why we go education institutes are changing the landscape for technological base. For example, using for robotics, AI, and then data science like that. So traditional courses like the mathematics also convert to data science, and finance also convert to financial analytics. Marketing also convert to digital marketing. So HR also converting for HR analytics. So this kind of changes. So without changes, we can do anything. So this is a, so we as an educator, we know most of the participants are educators. Okay. So we know very well about the modern era. So now schools students are using PowerPoint presentation and using for AI also for especially for CBSE syllabus. And we know very well sixth standard students studying about college degree course, degree subjects, including science and arts and humanities, whatever it may be. So what about new NEP 2020? Education must develop good human being capable for rational thought and action. So processing for composition and ethics. For example, what are the pillars for NEP 2020? You know very well. Last question also, I have seen Dr. Rajesh discuss about this one. See, see, many things now we can change in Indian education system. So we know very well the Indian population more than 147 crore. So more than 10% people are working in outside. So we have a lot of employee resources. For example, small example we will discuss about for Sundar Pichai and everything. So may a lot top 10 position for CEOs are most of them are Indians. We know very well, right? So nowadays the system totally changed. For example, for multidisciplinary education, so for example, multidisciplinary education for science students studying about commerce, commerce students studying about science, like that. So this is integrated multiple disciplines. Say for example, so nowadays we can see some universities and colleges, also autonomous colleges, for offering for elective classes for uh, additional subject. For example, commerce students studying for computer science, computer students studying for commerce and accounting and finance, like that. So this is the integrated multiple disciplines in and creative and analytical thinking. So nowadays, without analytical thinking, so as a faculty, we should know about analytical thinking. So without Excel, without Power BI tools, or without statistical tools, we should not enter into classes as a faculty. So in commerce or finance or economics or whatever it may be. So we know the analytical skills is very essential. Why means the students compared to faculty, students are having more knowledge in that technical skills as well as analytical skills and faster skill collaborations. See, nowadays most of the companies, example for the recent days, more corporate well expecting for students for analytical ability. So that's why they are expecting for data analysis courses. So those who are know about the basic things about Excel, especially for advanced Excel needed. So this is highly helpful for our disciplinary. For example, finance students know about economics plus data science, and mathematics students know about for finance and other economics. So like that, econometrics. So nowadays we can see many articles companies are expecting this kind of focused skill persons. Okay. And so this is a multidisciplinary education. For example, now recently science also using for multidisciplinary. We know very well about now robotics using for options that are also for medical sciences using for robotics. So this is medical plus robotics using the example for some hospitals in Tamil Nadu, especially in Coimbatore, are using for AI, using for operations with support of robotics and faster skill collaborations. And see, recently I have seen some education institution. So there are students are expecting only skill, not for knowledge. So subject not required. So subject we need only for basic things, but we need for skill. And so, what are the key features of multidisciplinary versus flexibility in subject choices? See, some science students expecting for know about for finance and marketing. So, any product, whatever it may be, now marketing is very essential, especially for digital marketing. So, digital marketing and science students, commerce students, and then management students also knowing about digital marketing. So, without digital marketing, so they can't survival now. Now, many women, young entrepreneurs are using for social media marketing, that is called digital marketing. So this is a very essential one, and major and minor framework, the changes in major and framework and multiple entry and exit operations, academic bank for of credit, the credit we know very well, 160 credit, 180 credit, like that for academic industries, industry collaborations, like that, the credit choices, and then emphasis on practical knowledge. So nowadays, that's why the internship, the concept they introduced by the new NEP 2020, and then uh, so what are the three C's of uh, this communication, uh, critical thinking, and incorporation? So these are also for the three C's, and crucial curiosity, courses, and commitment. So these are all three C's. So why we going to think about as a student? So nowadays many students are expecting for skill based training, not for knowledge based. And so we coming to enter into holistics education. So holistic education as a student, so they know for all things, for example, intellectual, emotional, physical, creativity, and ethical growth. Why means, so as a student, for before 20 years, we learn only for subject, but nowadays the student having for physical activities, example for the weekly or maybe 2 to 3 hours in ground for playing for cricket or football or any other uh, physical activities, and they need for emotional. So example, emotional they're using for spiritual. Without spiritual, the students will not go for next level. So that is a holistic education. So holistics is cover for whole level of the students for development, for about developing character values and skill that enable individuals to lead fulfilling lives. So I can see the school level. School students are now learn subject as well as swimming, as well as karate, as well as sports, and then athletics. So many events. So and then as well as yoga also, spiritual. So this is a holistic education. So it is to what is the aim for holistic education? To provide students with a more comprehensive and interconnected understanding of the world. So nowadays world is very fastest, we know. So without technology, we can do anything. So that's why the students, the how to manage for stress. How all the students are now having stress, including faculty member also, right? So how to manage stress with using for spiritual. Nowadays, many faculty members are now, we know very well about the work pressure. So already Dr. Rajesh told about, as a faculty, we should prepare for article and submit publishing the articles. This is a part of our curriculum. So now, now the teaching is only, we are do only for 20%. So we are going to discuss, do for this academic growth as well as individual growth also. So faculty attend FDP like this FDP, and then preparing for articles and submit the papers and preparing for class materials. And nowadays most of the faculty is using the modern technologies, PowerPoint presentation and video based and case based teaching. So this kind of education now mandatory. So, for example, recently I have seen some students, they are expecting 1 hour teaching, the maximum 40 minutes enough for the subject. Another 40 minutes for like that emotional speech and then physical, and then they are expecting for relevant information. For example, the finance. So the students are setting for what about today's stock market moving, gold price moving like that. What about the crude oil prices? So these are also they are expecting, and physical. So nowadays we do for activity based teaching and creativity and moral and social responsibility. These are all components of holistic education. So why we do for holistic education, build future ready learners. Why now the corporates are expecting not for off the job on the job training. They are expecting for off the job training. So before employee enter into the organization, they know the job. So they know the skills. They, for example, for languages C++, Python. So this kind of language they know before enter into the organization, and then skill base. And now, for example, though anyone enter into the financial services and the industry, they are expecting for advanced Excel as well as Power BI, as well as for the certification courses, NISM certification courses like that. For if you do go for economics also, they complete the course on banking for diploma in banking like that. They are asking for it. Skill based and enhancing employability. So based on that skill only, for example, those who are enter into uh, in information technology, they know how to write the program. Those who are written program properly, they can get offer 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs, and up to 1 crore. So depending on the skill. So and NEP 2020 recommendation for all HI to become a multidisciplinary by 2040, and holistic flexible curricula and credit-based mobility, research and innovation hubs. So now we know very well about ICSSR and DST projects, and given funding given to for faculty members, university professors and college professors, and we should apply it as a faculty. We should apply for funding project before. We are expecting a PhD is a higher qualification, not like that. Nowadays, every year as a faculty, we should publish 2 articles in reputed journal, especially for Scopus or ABDC and UGC care journals. This is now mandatory. So we know recently Anna University came for inspection for engineering colleges. As a professor, minimum 10 publication required. Then only the not a need for experience. Experience also minimum 15 years, but 25 years, 30 years not need for minimum 10 article published in reputed journals, including Scopus and ABDC and UGC report in associate professors. Like the research now is now mandated, is a part of academic work. And but Rajesh sir told some institutions are not support for research. So as a professor, as a teaching faculty, we should update our skills and knowledge and research knowledge. That is, it will helpful for your next career. I have more than 5 years experience in the abroad, but most of the professors are published article regularly. Even the institute will support or not, even the institute will pay money or not. So whatever it may be. So yeah, so I have seen many universities, most of the professors from Tamil, especially Indian, especially in Tamil Nadu. So they have a lot of exposure that learn plenty of opportunities for outside country. So if you have more knowledge in that education, you have a lot of publication, it will help you for your next career. So as an academician, this is a very, very important research. And one more thing, the funding projects. So I have seen some professors, especially autonomous colleges and university professors, they every year they're going to apply for funding projects, minimum 20 lakhs to maximum 2 crore, 3 crore, 10 crore also. So try to apply for funding, a lot of support for research supervisors. And as for institutions implementing for NEP vision, for IIT Madras, we know our IIT chairman, Mr. Dr. Kamakodi, tell about the lot of inputs were given NEP 2020. And they're using for BSc in data science, Soga University, liberal arts, Kriya University, informed learning, IAMS also cross-disciplinary electives. So we know very well about IAM only for teach PGDM, but recently few IMs have started the different courses, 5 years courses, interdisciplinary courses also. Few university, example IM branch like that. So these are also some example for NAP vision they are implementing. So what are the role of faculty? As a faculty, we should develop curriculum for this NAP for holistics education as well as multidisciplinary, also including curriculum. Also, we should the corporate expectation we have to fulfill it. So now, if you prepare any curriculum, so first 4 units we are going to add it for regular concept like that. But and the 5th unit should be emerging topics related to the subject. So this is a curriculum design. The curriculum, we know very well, CO, PO, we know, right? Curriculum, course outcome and program outcome. You should be matched, and mentor and facilitators, the cross-disciplinary collaborations. So collaborations now, so most of the education institute with the MOU with industries, technical or non-technical, whatever it may be. So related to the course, related to the subject. For example, on faculty teaching about marketing, so you can tie up with the digital marketing companies. And some on faculty teach for HRM, so you can type with HR analytics related companies. Some faculty are teaching about for economics. So we're going to tie up with some data analysis using economics. So these are most companies available, or we can go into MOU with the companies. And nowadays, students are very keen compared to ours, including me also, we also faculty. But we should update the recent information that is very, very essential, and then only we can stand in front of the students. So continuous learners and researchers. So teaching is not end. So up to end of the day, we should update. So you know very well, my guru and professor, Dr. Panchanathan, he's now Vice Chancellor of Teachers, Tamil Nadu former Vice Chancellor, Tamil Nadu Teacher Education University, currently Gandhi Gram University. He studied minimum 4 hours. So that he's inspiration for us. See, he published more than 500 plus articles, and he visited more than 62 countries. Why means as a continuous learner, then only we can survive for education industry nowadays. In terms of publication, in terms of attending conferences, in terms of publishing articles, these are all supporting for your career. So as well as your institutional growth also. So for example, if you are publishing article, uh, international journals or any scopus, whatever it may be, your name also mentioned, your faculty institute name also mentioned. So both will be increased. So this continuous learners and researcher is research is very, very essential. And faculty responsibility, yes, this is very, very important. Adapt flexible pedagogy. So based on the student level, we're going to adapt the syllabus, and we're going to teach and blend disciplines and introduce value-based learning. So this is very, very important one. Encourage innovation, mentor student growth. So recently we know 20 students, one mentor, already some institutes started allocating. So we going to monitor the students from day one onwards. For example, one person joined first day as a BSc or BCom or MBA, whatever it may be, we're going to for monitor. And what about student ambition? We're going to support the particular students. So he is going for research analyst. He's going for business analytics. So we're going to teach, we give some guidance, we give some moral support also. So what are the pedagogical shifting for traditional NEP 2020 lecture experimentals? So generally what I told you, as a researcher, as a faculty, so when we going to teach any on small content, first we're going to teach the theoretical content and then application and then practical and then application for especially for social science. For example, science students we can do for experimental way. So this is also for pedagogy shift changes. So we do practical way. We can teach. And what are the tools and techniques for this area? Project based learning. So recently, UG students also doing projects as well as uh, internship. So the why means they know the practical learning. Say for example, students are studying for finance. So knowing about stock market, the students should visit the stock broking companies and stock exchanges, and then they should how to buy and sell everything they should know. That is, they do for project internship for the financial services industry and case studies. So we know as a management faculty, case studies we have received from this article. Harvard Business Review. Many every month we have. Uh, they're going to send to you so you can read. And so depending on the subject, service learning, blended and digital learning. So nowadays students are uh, most of the students are using only digital, not for hard copy. So last week I discussed with on Xerox shop owner. They told, sir, before 5 years every day I'm going to take printout and Xerox minimum 20,000 rupees to maximum 50,000. Nowadays, it will come down to less than 5,000 rupees. That means most of the students are using for digital platform. So they're going to take scan any book, they're going to take for scan through mobile cam scan and then convert to PDF. They're going to share for all the students. So this nowadays digital platform. Apart from digital learning, many app available, websites available, and then um, finally for that industry community collaborations and holistic development activities for this is first important, the yoga and mindfulness. So every day as a faculty and students we're going to do for yoga. This is for stressless job. So I have seen some for those who are do for yoga, they can work without stress. So now how to overcome the stress? Nowadays, every human being increase the stress, and when we have technology and some other aspects and environmental projects and creative arts integrations, students club and peer mentoring. These are holistic development activities and assessment strategies for holistic education, access creativity and collaborations, rubric based the evaluation, continuous assessment. These all things are very well and reflecting journals and portfolios and challenges in implementation. So we know the many challenges. So installation regularly and faculty residents credit transfer issues depending on the universities. Depending, for example, these issues I faced in Muscat Sultanate of Oman. So, for example, so Sterling University, UK, even some credit and OAAA actually Oman accreditation for academic affairs they given for on credit. So we're going to solve that issue, the credit transfer issue. So, example, universities and autonomous colleges, we have to check it and resources constraints. These are all challenges faced by the implementing for this holistic educations and overcoming challenges. In terms of FTP and training, like the short-term and long-term trainings, one week training, collaborative curriculum design, policy reforms, and technology enabling learning. These are all for overcoming for challenges. Yes, future ready educator. So educator, as a educator, we should ready for update all emerging and informations, so emerging datas and current, well, so we should update the cutting edge technologies, ethical and empathic and the interdisciplinary mindset and lifelong learner. So as a faculty, we should update the lifelong learner. So for example, some faculties are preparing PPT, join as a faculty 2015 or 16. Same PPT, some faculties now using, not like that. We should update the PPT, the recent data we should update. The content, basic content will not change, but we should update the current data. So what are the new era for Indian educators? Structural innovation. So this replacement 10+2 system with developed for 5+3 plus 3+4, we know future ready focus for emphasis flexibility, inclusivity and skill oriented to prepare students, increasing complex and interconnected global landscape. So generally I'm going to discuss about the new era. So we're going to ready for students for emerging corporate well. So corporate well now expecting for very sharp students. So not only in India. So you know very well, most of the top positions in UK or US or any other countries, most of them are Indian. So we have sharp knowledge and we have skills. And so that's why the government of India and Minister of Education so going to implementing NEP for new updations also. And for empowering educator, the heart of NEP 2020 professional standards. We know the national professional standard for teachers. It's available in the websites and continuous development. NASHTRA and DAKSH DEXA and the pedagogical transformations. So the self-empowering for educators for a hit of NEP 2020. And they're coming to the last slide, technology as a catalyst for future ready teaching. So nowadays, without technology, we can't teach. So blackboard and chalk method teaching methods now coming down in village also. Now we're using for the PowerPoint presentation, what we're using for smart TV, LED, and many things. Sir, you know the digital infrastructure now it's 57%. E-learning resources also available. Language supports also available for the digital sources. Using for robotics, cyber security, and then emerging technologies are seamlessly integrated into curriculum. So now all the areas technology will include, for example, for data analytics, data science also support for all the area science, social science, and then arts also, and as well as humanities and real well impact paperless educator students for tomorrow. So now most of the students today also I conducted sessions. Most of the students are not having pen, not for paper, not having pen. So most of the women, some students are taking notes through mobile. So now the paperless documents are using most of the students. So empower educator as a, so we should using for digital platform. So this is my end of the presentation. So dear participants, thanks for your kind cooperation. I hope you learned something about this multidisciplinary as well as NEP 2020 vision. I hope you attended more than 3 years for morning to 6 to, sorry, morning 9 to up to 5 o'clock. You have attended the class, you have taken the classes, but you are listening for more than 3 hours. So thanks for your kind cooperation.
Dear participants, if you have any questions, you can ask to our guest today. I guess no one is having doubts on this session. Thank you so much, Dr. Prabhakaran sir, for this highly informative sessions. Your insight on multidisciplinary and holistic education have given us valuable perspective and inspiration. Once again, thank you, sir. We truly appreciate the time and expertise knowledge you have shared with us today. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Balaji. So thank you all participants.
Dear participant, before we wind up, we would like to take a quick group screenshot for our records. I kindly request all participants to turn on the cameras for a moment.
देव लेकर जाओ मम्मा के पास फटाक से कैमरा टर्न ऑन करके ग्रुप शॉट लेने के लिए पूछता है ठीक है मम्मा बोलो कैमरा
Dear participant, we request everyone to turn on your camera, please, for a while.
Sir, you have to enable us to show it, sir. It shows the host have disabled
வீடியோ
it.
ஆன் பண்ணிட்டு என்னமோ ஷார்ட் எடுக்கணுமா வீடியோ ஆன் பண்ணி
Can you check now?
Sir, you have to enable us.
Please enable the video PlayStation, sir.
Video.
Sir, please enable.
Sir, kindly enable the video
Can you
mode.
increase
So
the
1
volume?
minute, sir, I'm checking for it, sir.
Sir, please enable the camera, sir.
So 1
Start
minute.
video. Please enable the camera, sir.
Armudi ayru Sami. Sir, please enable the session, sir.
Yeah,
Camera.
sir, I'm working on it, sir. Just a minute, sir.
Thank you very much.
Feedback from more people.
So now everyone can show your camera.
rank
Thank you, participants, for switching on your camera.
Whatever the feedback.
I have shared in
sir.
this feedback form in this chat box. You can refer the chat box for the feedback form for the day one. I have already
Yes.
shared it. With this, we come to end of the today's session. A heartfelt thanks to our principal, resource person, organizing team, and all participants for your support and active participation. We look for the same participation and support for the upcoming sessions. I wish all participants a fruitful and enriching experience over the next 5 days. Thank you all and have a great evening. The same link will be used for the next coming day session also. Thank you, everyone.
Sir, please share the feedback form in the WhatsApp group also.
Sir, we will do so.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
So if you have any doubts, you can ask now.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, sir.
Today, two sessions has covered, but it has not linked with AI technology.
So we're having the upcoming sessions with AI, sir.
AI technology?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
ஏதோ நெய்யோ எதையோ ஒண்ணு தடவி இங்க வைக்கிறாங்க. அது சர்ஜரி பண்ணாம ஹார்ட் ப்ராப்ளம் வந்து அந்த அளவுக்கு சர்ஜரி சொல்லி
Dear participants, you can mute yourself, please. If you don't have any session, please mute yourself.
டிசைன் பண்ணி வச்சிருக்காங்க. அந்த கால் வந்துச்சா 5 minutes தான் 5 minutes அந்த கல்லு மேல அவங்க வாக்கிங் டே. அப்படி போய் இப்படி வருது, அப்படி போய் இப்படி வருது.
Am I audible?
Ma'am, once you finish the feedback, you can leave the session now. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it the same for both the sessions?
Yes, ma'am. The feedback form is same for both sessions.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
After submitting the feedback, we'll get any confirmation or no?
Ma'am, we will automatically generate the feedback. Like attendance will be auto-generated through Zoom recording, ma'am. So for our confirmation, only we are getting this feedback for our guest purpose, ma'am. So no
Yes,
issues.
sir. I understood, sir. But
Okay.
previously, the FDPs which we attended, they used to send a feedback that you successfully submitted the feedback.
Ma'am, it won't come, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Then how we know? Okay.
Ma'am, it is all. You don't worry about it, ma'am. We will take care of it.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir?
Yes, sir.
Sir, my name is Dr. Shanmugam.
Yes, okay,
D.
sir. Okay,
Actually,
sir.
here I have wrongly put Father Shanmugam STB.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Do you have any, do I face any problem when you generate the certificate?
No, sir. The certificate will be generated based on your details you have submitted in the Atal website, sir.
Okay, fine.
Okay, sir.
Attend in the sense what is in the screen or in the feedback form?
So attendance we will take through your feedback form.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Are we getting the materials?
Ma'am, I will share.
After the sessions, are we getting the...
Yeah, ma'am, I will share it in the group, ma'am.
In the WhatsApp group? Huh?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, all the presentations.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
After
you so much.
presenting the feedback, after submitting the feedback, we can log out from the Zoom?
Yes, ma'am, you can log out from the Zoom.
So tomorrow onwards, the class session will be at 6:30 or 6 o'clock?
1 second. Tomorrow the classes will start by 6, ma'am. It will end by 9.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Your good name, please?
Ma'am, my name is Gokul Pranesh. I'm the co-coordinator of this event.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you,
ma'am.
sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.